Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing: single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in The Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today we have a special show where we're at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar trying 2 new items from Jack Daniel's. It's the latest releases of their 10 and 12-year-old Tennessee whiskeys. Should be a fun event. My name is Steve Akeley, joined by Darren McCroy. What's up, Darren?
Hey, how you doing, Steve?
Doing very good. I'm excited about these. How about you?
I'm very excited.
I like what Jack Daniel's is doing these days, and a 10 and 12-year-old product sounds pretty fantastic, but we're going to let taste decide on that. We have not tried these. Matter of fact, we have not poured them. We'll pour them on our break today, and we'll be trying them live with you guys in just a minute. For right now, though, Darren said there's something we want to talk about. What is that, sir?
So I know you have been to all 50 states.
Yes.
And I'm going to remove Florida from this question because I know you.
Okay.
Florida is not a valuable answer.
Okay.
So what state would you most likely or most want to go back to? Like, you're itching to get back.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Besides Florida, which is a no-brainer, it's going to happen this fall. Another state, and it's one of the few that I've considered moving to. You know, when you enjoy yourself on vacation, you start envisioning yourself being there. And of course, Florida, you should probably strike that because I'd like to actually get a place there, and I talk about that a lot. So that's a no-brainer to take that one out of the equation because that would be the answer. The other one that I like, I don't know if it's a surprise to you or not, is New Mexico. I love New Mexico, man. Yeah. So very different reasons. I like going to the beach and things like that in Florida, but I like the culture of New Mexico. I like the food there and the great people. I mean, it's just I like the architecture there. I'm not a guy who typically likes architecture, but I like that Southwest style and what they've got going on there. I really like that place. So.
Do you like a particular part of New Mexico?
Yes, I'm a big fan of Santa Fe.
Okay.
So Santa Fe
like your Santa Fe bathroom. I should have
probably
guessed
that. Correct. I do have a bathroom in my house. It's the Santa Fe bathroom. So I'm a big fan of Santa Fe. Going to be going there. I have a friend that lives in Santa Fe now. That wasn't the case when I've been there. I've been there twice, and but I didn't know Luke Otero at that time. So I met Luke Otero in the meantime. So I'm looking forward to not only getting back to Santa Fe, but seeing my friend there, seeing my buddy Luke Otero. So that's kind of part of it as well. So the warden is famous in that she loves New Mexico as well, so we're really looking forward to that vacation. We're going to a different area, one of the areas that we haven't been to, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. They're known for their the heated water. What is that called? The natural springs. Yeah, so they're known for their springs, and what's kind of cool is we're staying at a hotel that has a natural spring, and each of the rooms has their own tub in it, so where you can have access to the natural springs that are naturally heated. And it goes anywhere from, like an individual tub. One only has a shower, which weren't interested in that. We wanted a tub, but we got like the 2-person tub, like one of the big ones. Some of them are just individual tubs. We made sure we got a room that had like a party tub in it. So that's pretty kind of cool. So yeah, we're very much looking forward to that.
So I'll exclude Florida from my answer, even though it wasn't going to be on my list. Okay. I either want to go to Wyoming again.
Okay.
I haven't been in 2 years, and that's a short amount of time for me going to Wyoming. I love Wyoming.
Yes.
Or New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I have not been to New Orleans since I was like 12.
Okay.
I think it was the last time I was
And you like New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
I like New Orleans, too. I like New Orleans a lot, actually.
But, like, I didn't eat seafood when I was down there yet, and I feel like I'm missing out on part of that experience.
Right. But what you need to do is go back as an adult, go to New Orleans, and then go to Key West. Some of the architecture is the same there. It's just, to me, Key West is... Now, I will say New Orleans is probably the best food in the U.S., so you're not gonna beat that. But I have to say it's pretty darn close. It's for me, Key West is one of the great American food cities, and often overlooked as that. And what I like about Key West is it's a very clean city. I never feel New Orleans is clean. It smells like urine, and depending on what time of the year you're going, it can smell really bad too. And then the other thing I like is feel very safe. New Orleans, I've been there at night, Bourbon Street and all that. And I tell you what, you step off the wrong block, it doesn't feel that safe.
Yeah.
Whereas Key West, I always feel safe. So you got to explore both of those, and then I think you'll feel like Key West is the winner. But that's also very personal taste. So you might go to both and be like, no, I still think New Orleans is better. So but
I just like all the above ground cemeteries are kind of neat.
Yeah.
I remember that from when I was little, and
it's an interesting place for sure. So, you should definitely get there as an adult and do some exploring, and maybe tie it in the New Orleans Bourbon Festival at some point, and get down there for that. That's a very fun event for sure. All right, it is time to pour our samples. So what we're going to do next, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to have these poured and ready to go, and we're going to taste them: a 10-year Jack Daniel's and a 12-year. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is also Freddie Mills going underneath the alias of Danny Kennard. You can find me on Facebook at any time. Just look up Danny Kennard, but I am Freddie Mills. Trust me.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Steve Akeley and Darren McCroy here at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar, getting ready to try the 10 and 12-year-old Jack Daniels. This isn't new that they started doing this. This is basically their second release of these products. So
third for the 10.
The third for the 10. Okay, so they've done this one 3 times. So it's the latest release of both of these. Should be pretty fun stuff. I like the fact they looped us in on this. So these samples were sent to us here at the ABV Barrel Shop to taste, and we'll see. This would be one that we'd love to carry in the store. It's tough for us to get that kind of stuff sometimes, but we're going to start with the 10-year-old. You start with the younger one first, and on the nose, it's just
so a little really bit about fantastic. The 10. It is coming in at 97 proof.
Okay, 97 proof.
And as I was pouring these, you could smell them in the room. They just fill up the room.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. So, very pleasant on the nose. I mean, there's candy going on there. Certainly some baking spices and that type of thing. So really, really good. Let's give it a taste. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that is. I don't know. That's candy all the way through. It's like caramel candy and just a hint of spice on kind of the end on that, and almost like you're kind of left with an aftertaste of almost like bubble gum, really. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm kind of getting.
Juicy fruit.
Yeah. So, yeah, certainly some fruits in there, yeah. And juicy fruit's a good description. I mean, because it's got the sweet bubble gum taste, and I would say juicy fruit for sure. Great.
That is wild.
That is very good.
That might be like, there's several companies that make a 10-year-old product at 90-ish proof.
Right.
This is a little bit higher. I think this would be my number one pick.
Okay.
Out of all of the ones that are coming to my head right now. I don't think anything can beat that.
Really nice. And that's just one, man, that would be a crime to put that in a cocktail. You can do whatever you want. You buy a bottle, do whatever you want, of course. But for me, this is a sipping whiskey right here. This would be one I would enjoy, one pour after another. And it does have that kind of taste like, I feel like I could drink this glass that I've got in front of me now, and what my immediate response is, I need another glass of this. So,
I don't think there's big enough glasses for how much of this I want. It's very good. Fantastic.
Very good. So let's see what's going on with the 12. Let's grab that one now, and all right, very good on the nose too. Let's taste it. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, also really good. I mean, I'm geared towards, man, there's a fruit note on the end, though.
Yeah.
I was going to say baking spices up front, kind of bakery, just baked goods, I guess, would be the right thing. Baked goods up front. But then there's a nice fruity note on the end, almost like nectarine or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's more of a tropical fruit, like nectarine or...
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah.
A little bit of banana in there, too.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one... I find this so interesting that they did this. This is their 12-year, right? So you think either it's going to be less proof or
right, because you think right away by 12-year there's going to be less in the barrel, so you offset that by making that a lower proof. But that's not the case here, right?
It's 107. So it's 10 proof points higher and 2 years older.
Yeah, it's incredible. I like both of these. Picking a favorite here. Oh man.
I'll give up my right arm to have both.
I think we got choice. Yeah, we got to do that, but yeah, if I had to pick one, like they're both on the shelf and the store owner says you can only grab one. There's limited. I would take the 12. They're both fantastic. I'd be happy to have both in my collection, but I'll give a slight nod to 12.
Then I'll take the 10 to make it even for the show.
We'll square it up.
It's a wash. You're going to have to buy
that leaves you, the audience, as the tiebreaker. So you guys got to buy a bottle of each and then let us know which one you would prefer. I think that's how we end that thing.
Yeah.
What do you think, Darren?
Yeah, I think that is the best way.
That's the answer. So there you go. There's our tasting of the new releases of Jack Daniel's 10 and 12-year-old. Fantastic products. Jack Daniel's continues to just kill it in the market. They're doing great things. And this are really good whiskeys. I suggest if you see them, grab them because they're not going to last on the shelf for long if you happen to see them. So,
and just Jack Daniel's ability to always come up to the plate and hit a home run is remarkable over these last couple of years. Yeah. Like every release that I hear about them doing, or I know it's going to be good because they have that quality behind them of killing it the last few years.
Yeah, so there's obviously a whole team because the company's big enough, but hats off to Chris Fletcher for what he's doing as their master distiller. He is really doing great things with that brand right now, so I'm just impressed with what he's got going on. So there you go. There's a look at those two new products, 10 and 12-year-old, the new releases of that, and good stuff. Go out and get them while you can. We'll wrap this one up, as we always do, by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me enjoying all the Jack Daniel's new releases at The Bourbon Adventures.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. We put all of our previous shows or blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. Any of our barrel picks, we let you taste those and see what you think. By the way, we're getting a Jack Daniel's barrel pick. We're picking that on February 13th. You can't hold us to this, but they tell us it takes about 30 days to get that into the store. So we're looking at sometime in mid-March. We should have a barrel of Jack Daniel's single barrel cast strength rye. Should be pretty exciting stuff. We're pretty proud of that. So come by and see us when that shows up. Watch our social media and watch our website, and you will be able to know exactly when that comes in and be able to pick that up in the store here in Arnold, Missouri, a St. Louis suburb. We'd love to have you come by and taste that, but not only that, but all of our barrel picks. So not at one time, of course, because we got like 60 in here.
Yeah,
so
that'd be a long day.
You got to be a regular customer to get through all of them. We will always allow you to taste it if it's one of our barrel picks. So again, check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Last but not least, if you want to get involved, please head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network. We'd certainly appreciate that. And one way you can help us out is give us a 5-star review. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. Wherever you listen to the show, whatever the platform is, give us a 5-star review with comments. It helps new people find the show, and that's pretty darn important to us. So on that note, we'll let you go for today, and we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya!
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing, the ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.